Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us here at Banknote Trading, where we take a look at the US dollar pairs in the Forex market. Today, we'll start taking a look at Euro USD on the 4-hour chart. Let's start by mapping out the current range. As we know, this price has been in this descending channel. Has finally gone back down into discount with that CPI news yesterday. As you can see, a big impulsive move by the sellers as the DXY continues to push up. And it's broken out this channel. There is still liquidity sitting over these highs, but as price still retraces back down, we're looking to have a bullish momentum shift, or it could be overextended, as we'll get to with GBP USD. Looks like that's been overextended. It's time for that to retrace, but with Euro USD, still waiting to see if any buyers can step back in with this area of demand and discount, or this area of demand and discount, to see any type of bullish momentum shift. As long as this strong higher low is protected, waiting to see if these highs can be taken out once there is any type of shift from these demand areas in discount. But if not, then we'll continue down lower, and then I'll be looking for any type of retracement out of this range and any type of selling opportunity in order to take prices lower, just like with this GBP USD. Let's go and map out the current range. So this has retraced completely back due to the UK interest rates in anticipation of the US interest rates changing, and inflation, everything like that. Fundamental news is bringing GBP USD back down. There's liquidity sitting over these highs, but for now, this could be time for a retracement, like I was just saying. It could be with other US dollar pairs as that dollar regains strength, could start to retrace back down lower once this strong lower high is broken. Consider this a bearish market once that happens, possibly for the rest of the year, as half the year's already gone. As you know, the swing structure was still bullish. We're waiting for any type of retracement back into discount, and this is area of demand. Buyers have not stepped back in here, so let's continue to be in control, and supply areas internally still. So swing structure bullish, internal structure bearish, fractal structure bearish internally, with this being the latest supply area that's in control, pushing prices down. So like I said, once it starts breaking past this lower high, this higher low, it's a higher low from the previous structure low, this higher low. Once it starts breaking down, I'll be looking for any type of selling opportunities once any type of retracement happens back into that new range structure. But we can take a look at DXY. It's just overall, I'm not going to go into any analysis deep dive into DXY. That's not what I do on this channel, but I'll just go ahead and start putting out the current range for DXY. Obviously, internally, it's making higher highs, higher lows. Higher highs. Overall swing structure has been bearish, but for this past month, it's been going up, making headlines that it may be in recovery when this area internally of demand is in control. So internal structure bullish, just causing these other dollar pairs to push it down. AUD USD. Let's go map out the current range. As we said, this demand area, buyers reacted to this demand area, pushed price higher, broke out to the broke highs of the previous structure. Obviously broke structure to the upside. Saying yesterday it could make this the new range because it did break the highs, but since the price still traced back down into this whole area, we're looking to see any type of bullish momentum shift to the upside. But obviously with the CPI data, the seller stepped back in, sold off AUD USD, but not strong enough. It didn't take out any lows or anything like that. Didn't even tap back into this. Well, yeah, it did tap back into this demand area. And so this looks like the strongest pair to take out the continue to take out the highs of this overall range, and possibly just invalidate this whole push down. But we'll wait and see. I'm not looking for any type of selling opportunity because I was looking to see technically if it retraces back down, it should go ahead and start taking out these highs, put this thing over these highs. If it can push back, like I said, this is the strongest pair to do that. Buyers step back in, make this the higher low, this the low, this the higher low, and this could be forming the higher low if it does start to retrace back down. And I'm going to be looking for an opportunity at that point. But just technically, swing structure bullish. Obviously, fracture structure starting to break down, internal structure starting to break down bearish. So actually not looking for any opportunity with AUD USD, but it is still the strongest pairs into the USD. It's going to map out the current range. And as we know, prices continue swing structure bullish, and the internal structure is bearish. We'll and see what happens with what happened with this consolidation, the sideways range, and it started to break down. Obviously, internally, this area of supplies and control still pushing prices down. This whole area of demand of the swing structure, which is bullish. I'm waiting to see any type of buying buyers step in this area in discount, but it looks like it's still retracing down bearish. So waiting to see if prices will continue, possibly could break this low, and if it does, then I'll be looking at any type of retracement and any type of selling opportunity at this point. Still looking for buys because the overall swing structure, but not but have to wait for that setup because this is the demand area. There is liquidity sitting over these highs, but nothing is this reaction is pushing prices lower and lower internally, which means it could possibly break the range. Just like with the other US dollar pairs, these could be turning bearish as the US dollar recovers. So GBP AUD, let's continue to break down. Let's go map up the current range. It did, and I'm still using this as the low because prices came back in, but technically this did reach the point where what I've been saying for weeks, that this was a bearish structure. It was just squeezing, and then sellers stepped back in and pushed past the trend line, pushed past all these lows, took out all the liquidity under these lows. So technically this would be the low of the range, and you can't go here, with this being the high, or this all is the high that caused the structure to continue. So, but just overall, prices are right now consolidating, just looking for any type of retracement, and then any type of bearish momentum shift, which that does retrace to continue the structure to the downside. As you can see, the buyers did step back in once that CPI release. This is a cross pair, kind of goes with the dollar sometimes. Well, looking, like I said, just to see any type of retracement in order to take price lower, but not if the DXY continues to push higher. GBP NZD, let's go ahead and map out the current range. Similar, it had continued to push higher, it went to premium, then seller stepped back in, but this was not bearish enough to continue to push down past this trend line or take out the lows of the overall range. We're waiting to see if this is a recovery bounce. If structure does go ahead and start to break to the upside, just like with GBP AUD, if it does start to form structure and start pushing to higher prices, then it more likely won't go ahead and take out the lows of this or this trend line, just like the GBP AUD did. So not looking for any type of opportunity right now with this pair. Waiting for it to make a decision if it will continue to trace higher, or if it's just still in the squeeze pattern and possibly break lower. But waiting to see any type of decision if these lows get taken out. But right now, as you can see, it's just straight and sideways. Structure's breaking to the downside, structure's breaking to the upside. So no real decision made. Could go either way. We're just looking for any type of momentum shift, and in either direction, it will make sense for it to go ahead and target the lows still, the GBP AUD did, and it will make sense since GBP AUD is now recovering, starting to retrace, could go ahead and take out the highs in premium. So just waiting to see if any decision is going to be made. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you for joining us.